Hey guys, so in today's episode we are making butterfly locks. So I'm going to start by making a spring coils. So to do this you need a full pack of braided hair, any braided hair of your choice. So right now I'm just going to divide this into two. So by the time I did this, I just went ahead to cut it into two equal sections. So what you do not want to do is to cut it too short, because by the time you finish making your spring it will look short already. So I just cut it into two equal sections. So now I am stretching it out. So I advise you stretch it out long, because by the time you make your spring coils it's going to look short. So stretch it out as long as you can. So guys, I realized that a few hairspray will make it easy to detangle, and I tried it and it worked. So it was kind of easier to detangle, and I realized I didn't lose enough hair, which was good. So as I got this ready, I'm using my bubble pins and straw to make my spring coils. So guys, you just need to pull out a little portion of hair and you roll it around your straw. So at the beginning it was kind of hard to get it around my straw just like that, because I realized the straw was a little bit lighter and I couldn't just roll it without it moving here and there. So it was kind of harder and it would have been time consuming. So I thought of a solution, and hopefully it's going to work for anyone who is struggling with this sort of problem. So I realized that broomsticks works. So I cut out my broomsticks into chunks, and I'll put each broomstick in each straw. So this is a good process to make your work easier and faster. So just like you see, I will just put it into the straw and I'll roll it on the straw. So this is not time consuming, and like you see in the first illustration, it was sort of, my hands were moving to and fro, but here it was kind of stabilized and it was stable, and it's easier too because it's going to come out just fine. So I used a bubble pin to clip it, and then I proceeded to roll in around the straw. So if you're rolling, make sure you're not leaving any space in between. So as you can see, this is steady and my hands are not moving. So I will just show you how they both sit on the straw, and you can use whichever one is more comfortable for you. So here is what we have here. This is for the broom and straw, and if you can see in the picture, I'm sure you can differentiate between the broom and the straw. So by the time I was done, I just went ahead to put on a few drops of oil and my conditioner, and then I just added some hot water, and I'll leave it to sit in for about a few minutes, and then I'll let it dry. And right now it is dried already. So what I'm going to do is to pull it out gently from the straw. And there we go, we have our... So to begin, I'm using a weaving cap and a wig cap. So I'll start by putting the wig cap beneath, and I'll put the weaving cap on top. So the both of them are light and they are so easy to, they basically do not have weight and it is not thick. So now I'm just going to cut out a few portion of hair. So you do not need it too big, not too small. So right now I'm just going to crochet it into the hair. So if you're crocheting, do not knot it, just crochet it and just pull it out just like you see in the description. And now I'm just gonna pull out one sprinkle. I am going to divide this into 3 sections. So for the first 2 is going to be equal, and this last one is going to be for another purpose, which you're going to see in the video. So I'm just going to start by breaking this a little so it can be easy to have it cut. So yeah, the more butterfly looks you want, the more you work on making your coils fluffy. So I'm just going to put it in now and just roll it around the hair. So to do this, you are going to pull out a crochet and lay it down into an equal section. So as you lay this flat, you just roll the longer part over the hair. So at the root of the head, you want to roll it tighter. So you're going to do this about 5 to 6 times, and then you're going to start by rolling it lightly, as light as possible. So do not compress the hair on as you roll it. So you do it lightly as you see in the video. So you just go on and do it straight. And guys, there are several ways to do the butterfly locks. We have the thumb method, we have every other method, but this method I feel it's easier, and to me it kind of saves time. So whichever way you like to do yours, but just do it and just make sure it comes out beautiful. At the end, the outcome is what matters. So I'm just going to roll it lightly now on the hair just like you see, and I went on and on until I got an equal length. So one of the secret about making a butterfly lock is to give it that butterfly look and to have it as equal length. If you do this, then you're going to have a beautiful butterfly lock. So as I did this now, it went on. So as I got to the end, I just roll it over, and I'll just blend this over now. So you have to make this part also tight, and as you do it about 3 times, and then you just give it a light roll until you get to the top. So you just basically roll in on the butterfly lock. So now the smaller section, I'm going to pick it out and roll it. So this, I am not doing a light rolling, I'm doing a tighter roll, and then I will just press it around the hair. So I'm doing it now, I'm just rolling it tighter now around the hair, and I'm finding my way through sections. So as you can see, it is already bringing out the butterfly locks, and this method, I believe, and so far I've seen, works to make the hair last longer. So by the time I'm pulling the hair, I'm packing it, I'm styling it in different ways and styles, it's not going to pull out, and this is a great idea. So we have it now, and we're going to proceed to doing the rest of the hair. So the exact illustration I did in the first is what I'm doing in the second too. So butterfly locks is like a trend now, and just look how beautiful it turned out as a wig cap. So as you can see, I'm leaving enough space on the head, which is not a problem because at the end of the day it's still gonna turn out very full. So if you want your hair to be less full, then you should not leave this much, you should leave more space than I did. But if you want it to be full like mine, then you should follow the same procedure. As a matter of fact, if you like your hair to be scanty, then you should leave more space than I did in this video. So this is a great idea where you can just make something and be proud of yourself, or you can just buy from any vendor close to you, anyone you possibly know that makes it. You're helping a lot of people, you're helping a lot of women, and you're helping your community. So I like to by the which is by the way, guys, if you make this and you tag me on it and you tell me you learned it from me, then I'm gonna buy it from you, because I like it where you show your talent and you just make it worthwhile. So now I'll roll it, and just like I said, first I'll start by rolling it a bit tighter to hold the mouth, and I'll just go on with rolling it lightly over, as easy as it looks. So after I was done, I'll go ahead to do the same thing I did for the first one, which is getting a little portion of hair and just giving it that butterfly look and shape. So for this wig, when I started making it, I just wanted to make it like something I can just wear and go out. But when I took a picture of it and show it to two or more people, I've been getting a lot of positive comments about it, and the bottom line is I just had to sell it because there was a lot of pressure from every angle to have it sold. But I have done a couple of it. I have done about 3 so far, same exact size and length, and I had it sold. And I'll just give you a few tips on how to customize your wig for selling them if you want to go into the business venture. Well, here we go, guys. In this section, I'm going to be using a net and a crochet pin. So there are several types of pins you can use. So we have these which you can clip in and out, and this which is called a ventilation pin. So just use whichever one you're comfortable with. So one of the important things to take note of is to know how to align your net when you're making a wig. So if you're working with a closure wig, your hand should move the direction which I am showing you. It should move straight. And if you're working on a frontal wig, then it should move in this position where you see my hands moving. So, and for the net, you need a transparent net. So for every net, it is not straight. One part is straight and the other is kind of slopey. So what I'm gonna do now is to move along with it. So now to crochet it, you are going to put in your pin, and you're just going to pull out a few strands of hair and you're just going to knot it. So as I crochet it, guys, oh, by the way, guys, I'm making a frontal wig for this video. I'm making a frontal wig, and I'm going to tell you why when I'm done with this section. So this is how you do it. You leave one space and you crochet it to the next spot. So one of the things I like to tell people is that if you know how to make your frontal, if you know how to make your crochet, then you do not have any problem with making your net at all. So you know how to crochet, and that is the easiest thing. So as you can see, that is how I made it, and I make sure I segment each part as I crochet. So if you want to segment, you're leaving about 2 to 3 lines as you jump to the next part, and that is it. So here's an up close look of it, of our work so far. So just like you see, guys, it is looking so neat. So if you want to make your work look a lot neat, then you need to crochet at least few strands of hair, about 2 or 3, if you want it to look that neat. So now I'm just going to pull out the hair again, just like you see in this video, and I'll do the exact butterfly method I have been using at the beginning of this video. So make sure you're rolling it gently around the hair. So guys, there are several options you have when you're making your butterfly locks with a wig cap. You can decide to make it plainly with just your weave cap, or you can decide to make a closure wig with it. So here's why I decided to make a frontal wig. So because I love to style my hair, I love to like style it in different positions and different styles. So that is why I decided to make a frontal wig. But just like I said guys, at the end of the day I had a lot of people booking for these, and it was sort of a pity that I had to let this go, but I am working on another zone to use, and I still have a lot of work to do for a few other bookings too, a lot of demands from my clients. So this is one of the advantage of making a frontal wig. You can style it whichever way you want. It's gonna come out nice whichever style you're using. If you're using it plainly, if you're doing a closure wig, or if you're doing a frontal, it's going to come out very nice. So by the time I was done, this is how it looks. This is what I'm talking about guys. This is how neat it looks. So this is what the back looks like guys. So like I said before, it's going to be full, and it turned out really full. So if you do not want it too full, then you should consider leaving a lot of space. So it came out very neat. And sorry, I didn't really show you how I sewed it in, but this is an up close look. So in between my net and my weave cap, I had to lay down some hair. Yeah, I weaved it. I did a bigger size crochet in, and I just did the hair so to make that place invisible. So it turned out invisible, and it turned out real nice. So I went ahead to apply my hairspray, and I rubbed it in on the hair. Okay, so here's a quick tip. If you want to wear any wig that has a net, then you should always have your brown cap with you. This is going to help make your wig pop out like your natural hair. So I went ahead to wear these so you can see how it looks like on myself, on my head. So check this out guys. It feels so good. So my client specifically did not want me to style it or cut it or any other thing, so I just wanted to show you how it looks like on me, and this is how it looks like from the inside. So get a brown cap girl, you need it. It's going to make your head appear so nice. So this is a selling idea for my business minded lady. So I'll just wrap it up in a plain nylon, and I'm putting in 2 wig caps inside. So I ordered for the proper nylon, and it didn't really come in time, so I just had to make this video. So forgive me for using this inappropriate nylon, but I'll just package it now in a bag, and my favorite hairspray of all time. So that is it about this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you back in my next